Oh yeah. Oh, hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Why the fuck is it not showing that I'm streaming? Could have sworn I am. Alright. Clock them. For they will. So yeah, I'm gonna have to step up my work a bit. But yeah. How's it going, everybody? Oh, let's see if we can get Flash Gordon text to speech free. Uh, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. We'll just get this. Fuck it. We'll get Peter Griffin. Okay, let's see. Then the power were invested in me. I now pronounce you dictator and dictator. I will kiss the beer. All right. I think it's a bit late. All right, let's see. Oh, why did I go in McAfee? Fuck you, McAfee. Welcome to McAfee app. How about go fuck yourself? Ow, my ears. Okay. That's and then we'll change the mask. We'll select all, and then positive will be in by 1. And then we'll have that should do it, and then Xi Jinping will be the groom. Look at this. We're making a love wedding. Trudeau's gonna marry his boyfriend after all these years. I know Gore King's probably sleeping right now, and same with David Studio, and most of you probably watching this because you probably got school. Nice hairstyle though. What's up, Beijing? Wait, why am I moving this? When I hope that I gasolina, tell it I gas. Okay. Did we get it? How long did that take us? How long have we been streaming for? 4 minutes? Okay. You gotta be shitting me. God, let's see. I want, like, characters. Fake you. Alright, who should we put? Nah, I don't think Pikachu will be. Let's see. Narakit. Fucking hell.
What up, those big?
Okay, if it asks me to like pay fucking money, help with work, content creation. I'm like,
Hi, I'm Cliff. I'm the founder of Speechify.
Hello. First of all, congratulations on this lovely
oh, for
project.
fuck's sakes. Oh, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, let's see. Come on, Peter Griffin. Fuck you. I don't want these. I want like some. No credit card retire. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want that. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, we could. Yeah, that's okay. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just do fake you. And let's see if there's Ted. By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you dictator and dictator. I may kiss the beer.
By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you dictator and dictator. I may kiss the beer.
Ah, doesn't.
By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you dictator and dictator. I may kiss the beer.
You know, this actually. That sounds pretty good. How do I download it?
By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you dictator and dictator. I may kiss the beard.
Okay, that actually sounds pretty good. Okay. Hello, 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 hello. We are just planning the wedding. Whoever's on, we're planning the wedding. If it's... this... You know what? Fucking hell.
By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you dictator and dictator. I may kiss the beard. By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you dictator and dictator. I may kiss the beard. Pronounce you dictator and dictator. I may kiss the beard.
You know what? We're gonna put down the honeymoon. The honeymoon night.
By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you dictator and dictator. I may kiss the beard.
What? Ah! On their side. What? Ah! Hey, Carrie!
By the power invested in me, I now pronounce... By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you dictator and dictator. I may kiss the beard. By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you dictator and dictator.
Dictator and dictator. I'ma kiss the... Una hota la gasolina. Watch.
Flotte! Alle übrigen Systeme werden auf die Knie fallen vor der ersten Ordnung und sich an diesen besonderen Tag erinnern, als den letzten Tag der Republik!
Sophie, wat van ons, wie weer de lucht die spelen. Fut pas d'un acuriste à ben mich nog quel vent srap. La bonheur n'en fait des louvons srap. Est die nog mal massen, ik is meer zo nooit ici d'alik van ons nak. Zoet nee.
I think we all understand how important it is that I will the leader of the opposition.
Why? That's not me.
And that's why we're taking it seriously, Mr. Speaker.
Let's see. What else could we talk about? Let's see.
Use the acronym.
Mr. Speaker, we don't need... Why did he say the opposite of what he knew?
Right Honorable Prime Minister.
As I said last fall, as the National Security and Intelligence Advisor stated, we have
We have masturbation.
We have no information.
We have masturbation from China. Oh my god. You know, we have master.
Sophie, il y a 12 ans, quand on a pris la décision de s'impliquer ensemble.
I think we all understand how important it is that Canadians can have both confidence in our government's ability to count to the public. That is something that is very, very clear. It's a committee of parliamentarians that to the public. That is and to the public. That is something that is very, very clear. It's a committee of government. We have always taken it incredibly seriously, including by building and creating new mechanisms to oversee and to ensure that we can.
The Prime Minister said repeatedly.
Our plan to fight climate change. If he has a better plan.
Why did he say the opposite?
Minister.
We have no information on federal candidates. We have no information on federal candidates. No information.
Okay, we got Bashan.
On federal candidates receiving money. Money.
We got money. Well, I do have a part where he says ass.
Money.
From China. Master. We have masturbation from China. Okay, yeah.
My friends, sunny ways. And job creation will suck as long as it takes, as much as it takes. You told us that it's getting harder and harder. My
Well, that's exactly what we are ready to do, guys. We are ready to do on... Just trying to see if it sounds good. Okay, that should sound better. And then we need tur.
What I've seen these past weeks across the country. I see Canadians standing together in your determination to end together
I see masturbation. Sure.
What I've seen these past weeks across the country. Together.
Master. All right, let's see. All right, who's watching me right now? Hello, how you doing? We're just ways of... Okay, we need to up the volume here. We need to up the volume. the last half sounds good, but like this part right here, it sounds so bad. It sounds so bad. What you got so soon? And then we have Bashan. We have Bashan. I found
Forest fires are raging. It's the worst.
Why did he say the opposite of what he knew?
On federal candidates receiving money from China. That continues.
masturbation. Let's see how this says.
Masturbation. We have masturbation on federal receive.
Okay, we have masturbation.
Masturbation. We have masturbation. We have masturbation. We have masturbation.
I don't like that.
Masturbation. We have masturbation.
Does that work? Does this work?
We have masturbation.
Okay, it's a bit too slow. How about this?
We have masturbation. We have masturbation. 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 Masturbation.
Okay, let's try if see if we can speed this up a bit.
Masturbation. 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 Masturbation.
Okay, that's a bit too fast. I'm really nitpicking myself here. Let's drink it. Maybe the ass doesn't sound good. It's a bit too quiet.
Masturbation. 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 Masturbation.
Yeah, just the ass sounds bad. Gonna have to find a new one.
What I've seen these past weeks across
Montreal.
What I've seen these past weeks across the country. What I've seen these past weeks past 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 weeks.
There we go. Let's see if this works. Hold on, try this one out. Let's see if this works, because that was a horrible one.
We have masturbation.
That sounds like masturbation. What?
Masturbation. Masturbation. Masturbation.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Gorking's probably gonna be like, hey, I saw this and I saw what you made him say.
Masturbation. Masturbation. We have masturbation. We have masturbation. We have masturbation.
Okay, I do want to do something here. Once again, it's this one. There we go. That should do the trick. Okay, let's see if it works now.
We have masturbation. We have masturbation. Nation.
Okay, we need buh. We need buh. That's what we're missing is buh. Masturbation. Now let's find him saying buh, which is not that hard.
A liberal government will also do what the Harper conservatives ought to have said years ago. We will not buy the F-30.
Just this right here, and then bam. Masturbation. Now he's gonna say it with an accent, but we can probably fix that with a PP seeks to divide communities. You wanna? Okay, what the fuck did we do? And imagine if
We have masturbation.
let's see.
Masturbation.
We need buh. That's bah. We need buh.
But let them still more look to the future. Mayor. Mes amis, work with a clear mandate to get Canada through this pandemic and to the brighter days ahead. And my friends, that's exactly what we are ready to do. There are still votes to be counted, but what we've seen tonight is that millions of Canadians.
My dad's like, gaming channel? No. I'm just saying my dad something. My dad's like, I could do OnlyFans, but like I don't got big tits like the Kardashians.
Millions of Canadians have chosen a progressive plan. Some have talked about division, but that's not what I see. That's not what I've seen these past weeks across the country. I see Canadians standing together, together in your determination to end this pandemic, together for real climate action, for $10 a day childcare, for homes that are in reach for middle-class families. For our shared journey on the path of reconciliation. As Canadians, you've elected parliamentarians to deliver on all this, and our team, our government, is ready. Je ne pouvais pas savoir ce que l'avenir nous réservait. Vous avez fait, on vous entend quand si.
I don't even know what the fuck he said.
Mes amis, je suis prêt à poursuivre le travail. Tout ce soir, je veux prendre le temps de for being part of this important being part of this important moment. Political life isn't easy. This is a path you choose because you believe in serving those around you. Thank you for your service. To the elections The Elections Canada staff and volunteers who signed up to be part of this democratic process and who will be working around the clock to count votes and tally results, thank you. This election has confirmed that our democracy and our institutions remain strong. And to my fellow Canadians, there is no greater honor than serving you and serving this country. If you voted for our party, thank you. Thank you for putting your trust in our team to keep moving forward for everyone. And if you did not vote for us, I want you to know that we will stand up for you and work for you every single day.
No, you won't.
Because no matter how you voted, just like no matter where you come from, what language you speak, the color of your skin, the way you pray, I hear you. I hear you when you say that we can only move forward if no one is left behind. Our share behind.
Sounds like I could make say bah humbug. Bahamas. Does this gaming channel? I'm like, nah. I could just.
Masturbation. Masturbation.
What the fuck?
Masturbation. Turkation. 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 Masturbation.
That doesn't sound good either. It just sounds like it skipped over. Fucking hell.
I tested. Why did he say the opposite of what he knew?
Right Honorable Prime Minister.
As I said last.
Canada is burning! Canada is burning! Canada is burning!
I mean, Trudeau wants to burn Canada, so.
Nation. 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 Nation.
Why the fuck does it take me so long to make him say this word?
Masturbation.
That doesn't sound good either.
What went on here, particularly highlighted by the Auditor General's recent
There we go. We got that. fuck am I gonna...
by nation. Masturbation. 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 We have masturbation. We have masturbation. We have masturbation.
For fuck's sakes.
Behind. Parce qu'on
Tonight, families will sit down with their kids.
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, where the leader of the opposition delivered to the government recently, we actually sent it along to the National Security Committee and Intelligence Committee of Parliamentarians, and we're hopeful that they're going to embark upon a study of la pandémie est frustrant. 2 of my own children have now contracted it, and this morning I learned I tested positive for COVID-19 as well. I feel well and have no symptoms. Of course, I'll be working remotely this week, and we'll keep following public health guidelines. I want to take this opportunity to remind Canadians to please get vaccinated. It's a challenge that my family and I are facing, but there's nothing unusual or special about it. It's a challenge too many Canadians and people around the world know all too well. Whether you'll be able to afford to deliver on all this from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. And to my fellow Canadians, just want to get back to the things you love, want to get back to the
Oh my god. We just need to make some pornos.
You have masturbation. We have masturbation. We have masturbation. We have masturbation.
We have masturbation. There we go. That's... Oh, don't worry. And then we have masturbation from China. That continues to be the case.
Losing their homes, losing their I think we all understand how important it is that Canadians can have both confidence and to the public. That is something that is China. That continues to be the case. Money from China. That continues. Money from China. That continues from China. That continues to be the case. In regard.
Oh my god, that's gonna be funny. That's gonna be funny.
Masturbation from China. That continues to be the case. We have masturbation from China. That continues to be the case. We have masturbation from China. That continues to be the case.
Now,
That's not me. That's according to the Bank of Canada. Why did he say the opposite?
Canada is burning! Canada is burning! Burning! Burning!
I know what we're gonna do with this. We're gonna turn it into like a little bit of a remake.
Drop it.
Are we allowed to like... Okay, guys, I am going to... be careful. I'm gonna be careful, guys. Because I don't want to, like, get copyright. And I want the stream to get copyright, so... Oh, yeah, color... Then here. And then audio. Vibrato. Pew. Poo.
Drop it.
Okay, what we're gonna do here is split this up a lot. Just a couple. This is a good video effect right here. Just make it lose a couple. Yo, this is what we're doing right now. He'd be like, what the hell is going on now? Now he's dancing to like some random dope ass music. I actually kind of want to see how it looks like after this. Yes, there will be an epilepsy warning here. Oh, what the fuck did I just press? Whatever. Actually, that looks pretty cool.
To not allow things to calm down.
Canada is burning! Because Canada is burning! Canada is burning!
This is funny though. I like this meme where he's like, Canada's burning.
Canada is burning! Canada is burning! Canada is burning! Canada is burning!
We have masturbation from China. We have masturbation from China. That continues to be the case.
Drop it. Drop it.
Okay, you know what the next part would be is? Why did the Prime Minister have a rave?
That's not me. That's according to the Bank of Canada, which
Because he refuses. We have no information on federal candidates.
Canada is burning!
Government, we have always.
Why did he say the opposite? Why did he? Prime Minister said repeatedly via a staff member of a 2019 federal candidate. Why did the Prime Minister say the opposite 2019 federal candidate? Why did the Prime Minister say the Why did the Prime Minister
Why did the Prime Minister
Why did the Prime Minister say the
I'm gonna make him say rave. Yeah, that was a bit of a rave. Drop it.
We have no government. We have always. Because he refuses to put forward any real plan to fight losing their homes, losing their families. Forest fires are raging as they.
Mr. Speaker, we don't need another drama performance. Because at the end of the
now, and that measure, Mr. Speaker, Canadians on the way, and those with silly procedural games.
Mr. Speaker, we don't need another drama performance. Because at the end of the day, sit down with their kids at their dining room table to say, sorry, we have to sell the house. Because mortgage payments are going to go up by as much as 1,500%. 1,500 Families will sit down with their kids at their dining room table to say, so dollars per month. That's not me. That's according to the Bank of Canada, which predicts a 40% increase in mortgage payments. People can't pay 15 grand more in mortgage payments. They have only $200 left in the bank at the end of the month. Will the Prime Minister acknowledge that these are real? Prime Minister acknowledge that these are real that these are real fears by real people and by real people and stand on their side. Will the Prime Minister acknowledge that these are
the opposition falls down? Is his solution for those families take away their child? The programs
Trying to look where he says rave.
like the Canada Workers Benefit. We are bringing forest fires are raging. It's the money from China.
Of parliamentarians 2 months before the 2019 election. That so-called bipartisan panel is the Prime Minister's secret committee. They report to him. He report that came from a bipartisan panel of candidates that came from clandestine funding of China's preferred China's preferred
Okay, we got Hello, Vegas. Okay, let's see. Rave. And then we can make him say rave. R-A-V-E.
Why did the Prime Minister...
Hello. Hello, 42 said hike. We're asking why did the Prime Minister rave?
Behind our shared future. I think we all understand how important it is.
Hello, Vegas.
Body actually allows parliamentarians to attain those top secret clearance levels to look into everybody. Actually allows parliamentarians to attain those top secret clearance levels to look into everything our intelligence agencies do, and
the opposite. Why? Candidates receive candidate candidates received
Okay. Okay. Rave. Now we need V. Have. Rave.
Tonight, families will sit down with their kids at their dining room table to say, sorry, we have to sell the house. Because mortgage payments are going to go up by as much as $1,500 per month. That's not me. That's according to the Bank of Canada, which predicts a 40% increase in mortgage payments. People can't pay 15 grand more in mortgage payments. They have only $200 left in the bank. Have only Only $200 left in the bank at the end of the month. Will the Prime Minister acknowledge that? That's according to the Bank of Canada, which predicts a 40% increase in mortgage payments. We have to sell the house because mortgage payments are going to go up by as much as 1,500%, $1,500 for this one company, which boasts on its website that it is now Ottawa's fastest growing company. No doubt about that when they're having their faces stuffed with tax dollars by this Prime Minister. Why is it that
across government are respectful of taxpayer money?
He somehow found $250 million for this for IT, even though it admits it doesn't do IT. It has 4 employees and has a headquarters in the basement of a cottage. Can the Prime Minister explain why this suspicious company started getting these contracts exactly 21 days after he took office?
Obviously an unacceptable situation, which is why
in contracts. Let's get this straight. It's a company with 4 employees received $250 million in contracts. Let's get this straight. It's a company with 4 employees headquartered in the basement of a tiny cottage. They got IT contracts even though they admit they do no IT work. $250 million? WTF. That's according to the Bank of Canada, which predicts a
using their livelihood.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Our plan to fight climate. On the specific question as
why did the Prime Minister sanction candidates? Today we learned that is not true. His department prepared a briefing that said a large clandestine transfer of funds earmarked for the federal election from the PRC in Toronto was transferred to an elected provincial government official via a staff member of a 2019 federal candidate. Why did the Prime Minister say the opposite?
Issue of foreign interference, including by building and creating new mechanisms to Canadians that they can have confidence in their institutions.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Well, that is impossible because not only did his own department prepare a briefing for him, which said that candidates had received funds, so did his own security committee, which said, and I'm quoting now from Global News, Global News also learned of an earlier high-level warning about clandestine funding of China's preferred candidates that came from a bipartisan panel of parliamentarians 2 months before the 2019 election. That so-called bipartisan panel is the Prime Minister's secret committee. They report to him. He knew. Why did he say the opposite of what he knew?
Money from China. That continues to be the case. Parliamentarians, Mr. Speaker, on Parliament and to the public is that get top secret clearance so they can look at every.
Well, Leader of the Opposition.
Well, Prime Minister stated another falsehood. He said it reports to public. Many of its findings are not reported to public. And second, Section 21 of the Act that creates that committee states that its reports go to the Prime Minister. They have to go to the Prime Minister. And he is the one that decides what becomes public thereafter. Therefore, he knew when that committee reported that candidates received money directed by the dictatorship in Beijing, and yet he has been and continues to say exactly the opposite. Why?
The Right Honourable.
And yet he continues to say, what we need to do is get to the truth. The Prime Minister knew that his own security committee said Beijing had directed funds to candidates in preceding elections, and yet he continues to say exactly the opposite. Is he saying that the committee is lying?
Position.
We all agree that the Prime Minister has seen the report. Well, this is what Global News says of the report. Global News has learned of an earlier high-level warning about clandestine funding of China's preferred candidates that came from a bipartisan panel of parliamentarians 2 months before the 2019 election. China gave money to its preferred candidates. The Prime Minister gave money
Nice hairstyle, by the way.
Why did the Prime Minister
Be undo. Yeah, let's see what we can put in here.
Prime Minister why did the
Okay. Why did the Prime Minister rave in the House of Commons? Well, he went for a rave. He did do a rave.
why did the Prime Minister why did the Prime Minister
Prime Minister's arrive scam is going to move into a small apartment because they're going to have to give up their homes.
Prime Minister said repeatedly that he had no knowledge of funds earmarked for the federal to an elected provincial government official via a staff. Why did the Prime Minister say the opposite of what he knew to be true?
Seriously, including by building and creating.
Not only did his own department prepare a briefing for him, which said that candidates had received funds, so did his own security committee. High-level warning about clandestine funding that came from a bipartisan panel is the Prime Minister's secret committee. They report to him. He knew. Why did he say the opposite of what he knew?
Look at everything.
The opposition.
Well, Prime Minister stated and decides what becomes public thereafter. Therefore, when that committee reported the dictatorship in Beijing, say exactly the opposite. Why? In Beijing, and yet he
opposed as an oversight. That's working.
Honorable Leader of the Opposition.
Section 21 of the Act that during the preceding years. In other words, he did receive the report. Security Committee said Beijing had directed funds to candidates in preceding elections, and yet he continues to say exactly the opposite. Is he saying that the committee is lying? The clandestine funding of election. China gave money to its preferred candidates. The Prime Minister admits that the committee reported to him on this fact. Why does he continue to state the diametric opposite of the truth in his answers in this House of Commons? Answers in this House of Commons.
The Right Honorable Prime Minister.
Why did the Prime Minister answers in this House of Commons? Why did the Prime Minister answers in this House? Why did the Prime Minister answers in this House of Commons?
The Right Honorable Prime Minister.
Prime Minister House of Commons. House of Commons. In this House of Commons. In this House of Commons. Why did the Prime Minister in this House of Commons?
The Right Honorable Prime Minister.
There we go. That's actually pretty funny, though. Why did the Prime Minister rave in this House of Commons? Let's see that again. Yeah. Everyone just dancing. He organized a rave in the House of Commons. And then
Have only $200 left. The programs that are helping them, like the Canada Workers Benefit, measure, Mr. Speaker, procedural games in Canada. Forest fires are raging. It's the worst. To stand against help for Canadians to support first responders. They continue to stand against help for Canadians who are losing their homes, losing their families, losing their livelihood.
The Honorable Leader.
6 months ago to balance the budget.
Distraction and not top of mind for people from coast to coast to coast. It's shameful. But the fact of the matter is shameful. But the fact of the matter is he doesn't have anything to say. He doesn't have anything to say about that because he refuses to put forward any real plan to fight against climate change, and he does nothing but fight against our plan to fight climate change. If he has a better plan, he doesn't have anything to say about that because he doesn't have anything to say about that. He doesn't have anything to say about that because he have anything to say about that because in regards to the losing their families, he doesn't have anything to say about that because he refuses to put forward to fight climate change. If he has a better plan, let him say it because we've been. If he has a better plan, let him say it because our plan to fight climate thing, but fight against our because he refuses to put forward any real plan to fight against climate change, and he does nothing but fight against our plan to fight climate change. If he has a better plan, let him say it because we've been waiting a long time for it. But he has no plan. But he has no plan. But he has. He has no plan to fight climate change.
because he has no plan to fight climate.
He has no plan to fight climate change. He's still
By the power invested in me, I...
Their homes, take away their families, forest fires, and those conservatives are standing in the way with silly procedural games. Mr. Speaker, I am...
The Prime Minister acknowledge that these are...
Mr. Speaker, I am... Mr. Sir,
will the Prime Minister acknowledge that these are real fears by real people and stand on their side?
What? Hey, Carrie!
And that's why we're taking it seriously, Mr. Speaker. Their homes, take away their families, forest fires, and those conservatives are standing in the way with silly procedural games. Mr. Speaker, I am... Mr. Sir,
will the Prime Minister acknowledge that these are real fears by real people and stand on their side?
What? Hey, Carrie!
By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you dictator and dictator. I may kiss the beard.
we have masturbation from China. That continues to be the case.
Drop it.
Why did the Prime Minister in this House of Commons?
The Right Honorable Prime Minister.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything to say about that because he has no plan to fight climate change.
Oh my god. Let's see. Okay. Anyway, see ya.